Great training programs do wonders to tear down walls within an organization, whether it be the divide between senior management and everyone else, or maybe it's sales and fulfillment, or long-standing employees and new recruits. It's organizational nature for walls and silos to form inside an organization, especially as it increases in size and age. Bad training programs make the problem worse, institutionalizing silos while pretending to tear down organizational divides. While there are any number of reasons this happens, there are two that you can change immediately and see a dramatic improvement. First is to democratize training. Many of the best training programs in practice today, like Pixar's University, leverage the existing talent within their organization to build up the potential talent within their organization. This benefits everyone involved. For instance, attendees, they get to attend anything. There's a great freedom and empowerment in being allowed to choose your own path. You're far more likely to retain and enjoy what you choose to learn than what someone else has forced you to endure. Some of the most enthusiastic learners I know were terrible students. Yet now that they can direct their own learning, their thirst for more information is insatiable. It's also great for trainers. I believe the best way to learn something is to teach it. Being taught is a largely passive activity. We have to work to engage in learning while we're being taught. Teaching, on the other hand, demands learning. You cannot teach something well if you don't understand it very well. It's also a confidence booster. It's a great feeling to know that the organization you work for values what you know enough to let you teach it to others. It's also great for leaders. Democratizing training moves leadership from a heavy push mode to a more effective pull mode. You're able to focus on the context for the training while allowing others to provide the content. And it's the best of both worlds. All the while, everyone is benefiting. Your trainers, your attendees are deepening their knowledge, and you're making it possible. Now, you also want to involve senior leadership, and at a glance, this may appear to be the opposite of my previous point, but it isn't. It's simply another facet of an effective training program. If senior leadership steps out of the program or never steps in the first place, any progress that's made in all of the other areas mentioned in this series will be short-lived. You can't shape a culture of development without senior leadership modeling that culture. You simply cannot drive productivity from an ivory tower without looking like a heartless taskmaster. You cannot create room for the status quo to be challenged if senior management isn't in the mix, lending their authority, power, and influence to make it stick. And you cannot build a visionary organization if the visionariness is reserved for a few leaders at the top of the org chart. Finally, you cannot democratize training if all the power is being held by an authoritarian elite. By bringing your leaders into the mix and allowing them to teach and to learn and letting them model the culture that you want to create, you move your organization toward a more successful future faster than ever. Now, in closing, corporate training is all too often dreary. It's disheartening, even dire, but your training doesn't have to be any of those things. You can build a vibrant, visionary organization that will develop long after you're gone by building a brilliant training program for your employees.